Have you ever wondered what it would be like to play as some sort of collaboration character in Sonic Speed Simulator? Maybe II from Super Monkey Ball? Or maybe even Sonic the Flash? Well, today we're going to be taking a look at possible Sonic Speed Simulator collaborations. And honestly, I think some of these are actually possible. It inspired me to make this video because I actually just seen that Sonic Rumble had some collaborations getting added to the game. So let's get right into the video. So yeah, collaborations in Sonic Speed Simulator. How crazy would that be if it's not just some crappy hoverboard? Maybe it would be an actual skin if we got another collab. Like, there is a few collabs that I think we could really see in this game. And mainly because I think most of these are from SEGA, so that already opens up a pretty big window. And it depends really on what SEGA wants to be in this game. It's not really up to GameFam. For collaborations, I think the events, of course, GameFam creates and stuff, but there is definitely a lot of collabs that I would personally love to see in this game. And I think you guys would also like to see them in the game as well. So let's take a look at all these. I'm just getting this chest. Maybe I can get that chrome style Sonic. So the first thing I want to talk about is Super Monkey Ball XSSS. So Super Monkey Ball actually collaborated with Sonic Rumble, which is why I actually am making this video, because I think if Sonic Rumble is getting collaborations, then it might inspire other Sonic games that SEGA has, like Sonic Speed Simulator, Sonic Forces Mobile, to actually get more collabs in their game as well. And I think Super Monkey Ball is actually a pretty likely one if we are getting collabs in this game, because it's really harmless and the characters also kind of match the vibe of Sonic, sort of. Like he's actually one of my favorite characters for some reason. I'd absolutely love to see him in this game. Like, I would probably main him, to be honest. I don't really like the Super Monkey Ball games themselves, but the characters are actually really unique, and you can play as II in Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. I think the other Sonic Racing game too, and I think I like him because of the Sonic Racing games. He's just a monkey. I don't know. I like him, I guess. Why not? And Super Monkey Ball also has another character they could also add. I think its name was Mimi, but I'm not 100% sure. Kind of a goofy name. I think there's actually a lot of characters, but those are the only two I actually know. So yeah, you could tell that I don't play the Super Monkey Ball games, but either way, I'd still love to see a collab of Super Monkey Ball and Sonic Speed Simulator. It'd be so sick, and I think that would definitely bring the community back up to liking the game. Really, all these collabs on the list. But anyway, let's talk about the second collab, and I'm gonna probably make a whole entire video dedicated to this, but it's DC x Sonic. And I have been mentioning this a lot, and that is because, you know, the chances of this happening, in my opinion, are pretty high. So just a quick recap on all the DC x Sonic characters. We got Sonic the Flash, Tails Cyborg, Superman Knuckles, Amy, Wonder Woman, Batman Shadow, and I think Green Lantern Silver. I think that's all of them. But yeah, SEGA and DC obviously collabed and made some comics, and honestly, this would be one of the sickest things they could possibly add to the game. And it would make me very happy if they did this, because I just love all these designs. They're so sick. They look absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, if we were going to get a collab, I think that would be the most likely collab that we have. And that's because it's probably going to be promoted a lot, I think, by SEGA, which gives these characters the perfect opportunity to join the game. Oh yeah, and something I forgot to add to the Super Monkey Ball thing was the characters could actually have like their own kind of move set. A good example for that is Fortune Teller Amy, because she has a really cool move set. Like, you can jump like this, and you can fly, and a lot of things. You even got like the Cardos spear. Get it? It's a chaos card spear. Get it? Get. Anyway, let's move on to our third collab. Now, a kind of weirder one is Puyo Puyo, and this is like a Tetris kind of game, I think. I think I've played it before, but like obviously I don't play it much at all. But yeah, I think it's like the Tetris game, kind of like the Mean Bean from that Sonic Tetris game, like the one with Eggman and the blob things. I used to play that game a lot, by the way. But yeah, Puyo Puyo, obviously not skins they could add, but Chow. And I think they could do Chow because they're a lot of a smaller job, I think. And keep in mind, the Puyo Puyo like blocks are just like 2 blocks kind of together. So I feel like it would be really cool. I feel like they'd look very, very good if they were to add some sort of thing like this to the game. And I know trails are kind of lame, but they could also add some sort of Puyo Puyo trail, like with all the blob things. And then for our last collab I want to talk about, it's not really too well known. Again, I know this one from Sonic Racing Transformed, or Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, my bad. But honestly, he has a really vibrant design. I feel like it would fit the game very well. I mean, we had the freaking Ninja Turtles in the game in summer. That was a disappointing collab, I'm not gonna lie, because we didn't even get like a Ninja Turtle skin. Yeah, we just got this lame thing, and it's limited, but it's just a hoverboard, so I don't know. But yeah, I think Samba de Amigo, I'm just gonna call him Amigo, I think he'd be really, really cool to see in the game. I don't think it's too popular, but I think it'd be cool to see him in the game still. But there is a chance that Sonic Speed Simulator will only do a collab if it's for promotional use, which obviously does suck. But if they're not going to do it for promotional use, then we could see a ton of cool characters in the game, such as II from Super Monkey Ball, or even Sonic the Flash. Well, I just got an egg chow from the golden eggs. Honestly, that's the best thing I've gotten. Now I just have 6. Oh, I didn't know you get the Easter egg chow if you buy the premium gold eggs. I know this is off topic, but I genuinely did not know that. Obviously, there's a ton of collabs that people would like to see in the game, but these are just some of the SEGA kind of franchise collabs that we could see inside the game. Maybe let me know down in the comments, like, what characters you want to see in the game as a collab. I don't know if there's too many things that I'd care for, if you know what I mean. Like, I'd love to see the Super Monkey Ball thing, but the only franchises I really like is like Sonic and Mario. If there was to be some sort of Nintendo collab, which I highly doubt, I'd love to see characters like Yoshi and Kirby inside the game. Imagine running around as Kirby, like that would be absolutely insane. But I don't think that will ever happen because Nintendo is very strict. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what characters you guys would like to see. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.